Hi y'all, I'm Amber, welcome back to Cat Streets, and today I'm going to share with you a book review. The book that I'll be reviewing is Bel Canto by Ann Patchett. This is set somewhere in South America, where the vice president of the country is hosting a birthday party for Mr. Hosokawa, who is a powerful businessman from Japan. And they also bring in Roxanne Cox, a very popular and well-known opera singer, whom they know that Mr. Hosokawa really enjoys. And while they're enjoying what seems going to be the perfect evening, they are all taken hostage by a group of terrorists. What I didn't know in going into this book is that this is loosely based on true events that happened in 1995, where the president of Peru and many of his guests were taken hostage and held for months. I will first talk about what I enjoyed about the book. The things that I really did enjoy about this book was seeing the dynamics between the terrorists and the hostages, the relations that developed between the hostages and between the hostages and the terrorists, and seeing how the terrorists handle things not going the way they wanted it to, and how it affected the overall time that they were there together. I thought Patchett handled the psychological aspects of this pretty well. It wasn't 100% a strong perspective or in-depth look in everything, because she raises up the issues of the fact of what these terrorists were there for, and it has a lot to do with the country and the issues the country has, but she never really develops or builds on that issues, and I think that was something that could have, maybe these should have happened in some ways. Found the whole idea that every single person there, whether terrorist or hostage, falling in love with opera, it being the one solace that they all were able to find through her music, to be strange and unrealistic. I feel very much that opera is something that you either love or you hate, and I'm one of those people who basically avoid opera at all costs. But the idea that everyone in that situation would have enjoyed opera, in the sense that I don't feel like opera is something that you can 100% just automatically fall in love with. I just think it was unrealistic, and that there was things that she could have brought up with it, the issues, in the dynamics between the terrorists and the hostages, all these dynamics that were going on, that she could have brought into the story if she hadn't made it seem like everybody loved it. There was just so many things that she could have done that she didn't, and I felt that it's made the book suffer even more. The one major issue that I really do have with this book is the writing itself. I will say that Patchett has a pretty good writing style, and that if I was to run by another one of her works, I would probably pick it up. But in Bel Canto, it was so overdone that it got in the way of the story. There were just so many times where I felt like she was never going to get to the point, or she just over-embellished things that didn't really need it to be. And it made the whole opera thing and the way they all seem to love it seem very fantastical and unrealistic and just very obsessive, and it just really irked me. Last thing I want to talk about is just a very small issue, really, but I think that the epilogue was really unnecessary. I don't even understand why she brought it in. I guess we all have a sense of wanting for there to be like this sense of closure of what's going to happen afterwards, but it really did not work in this epilogue. And I've had issues with epilogues several times over. I think it's hard to find that right balance in giving you closure but not making it too neat of a package. And so here it was too neat, and also there's this certain aspect, certain something that happened that if you read this you'll know what I'm talking about, that it just didn't make much sense at all. Like I said, there were things I enjoyed about this. I enjoyed seeing the dynamics between all of these people and how they handled the situation, even though at times I did feel Like, why would they not have fought at any moment, especially at the beginning? But the writing, although very over the top, could have been dialed back. It did make me think that I would probably pick up something else by her. But I had to give Bel Canto 2 stars because of all the issues that I mentioned before. So there you go. This is my review on Bel Canto by Ann Patchett. I would love to discuss this with you down below if you've read it. Thank you all so much for watching and keep smiling.